Hello YouTube viewers, and welcome back to my channel where we are building the 440 Chrysler 505 stroker build. Today the pistons showed up. I bought a set of diamond pistons, and it's actually a very nice set of pistons. I'll get one out here in a second, but this is my first time using diamond and I think they're a very nice, very quality forged piston. In the past, I've used JE, Weisco, and some Aries, but I never used diamond before. I thought I'd give them a shot. They offered what I wanted as far as compression height, working with the big block Chevy connecting rods that we're using, and like I said, I'm very happy with what we got. So hold on, I'll get one out. Alright, so here's one of the diamond pistons. They came through very well packed. Didn't see any problems with any of them. I only got one out for the video here, but came with the wrist pins, and the wrist pin moves very nicely through the piston, nice and free, no issues there. We'll eventually check it for clearance to make sure, but it should probably have about 1/1000th and a half or so, give or take, as far as clearance goes. So as far as these pistons go, the wrist pin with this combination does not end up into the oil ring, so we don't have to have a support rail for the oil ring. The rings are a 16th top ring, 16th second ring, and a 3/16 oil ring. I have to get a set of rings for this. I didn't go with the diamond rings. I figured I'd get a set of sealed power or something to that effect. But very nice piston. You can see the oiling holes for the wrist pin feed off of the oil ring, and we have our valve reliefs in our dish. So this is a shelf piston that Diamond offers. So Diamond offers this shelf piston, and if I'm remembering correctly, I think they offer it with a 22cc dish or a flat top. So the 22cc dish ends up being a little over 10-to-1 for this application, and the flat top ends up being 11 1/4, 11 1/2, something to that effect. So I talked to Diamond, and they said that when they make these, they can make the dish whatever I want for an extra $80. So I had these dish pistons made at a 17.5 cc dish, and that will put us at exactly 10 3/4 to 1 as far as compression goes. Probably could have went with the lower compression, but most of the camshafts we've been looking at are calling for a minimum of 11 to 1. 10 3/4 is close enough. It'll actually probably give the engine a little bit more lope as far as the idle goes, and a rough idle. But very nice piston. I have no complaints. It is heavy, you know, but you got to remember what we're building here. We're building a big block Chrysler with a 4.350 bore. It's very, like I said, it's a very meaty piston. We have a long connecting rod, so the piston's a little bit lighter than it would be if it was a stock rod length and a stock stroke length. So, but compared to a small block Chevy, this thing's pretty heavy. So hopefully in my next video, I plan on weighing these to see where we're at as far as balancing our bob weights and things like that. But I'm very happy with diamond pistons. Like I said, I've never used them before. This is my first time through, but I'm going to measure these as far as skirt clearance goes, make sure that we're good. It does come with a spec sheet. So this is the diamond piston spec sheet that comes with these. You see our bore size is 4.350. Piston diameter, skirt diameter is 4.3455, which would give us our 4.5 clearance, 4.5 thousandths clearance. It basically has all the specs that you would need as far as this piston goes. Very nice, like I said, and it uses spiral lock wrist pin retainers, which Using diamond, I was afraid that we might end up with wire lock or C-clips or something like that. In my opinion, spiral locks are the best way to retain your wrist pin, because when the engine's running, they're not going to come out. So this is the paperwork that comes with it. There's a receipt in the box. But like I said, very happy for the money spent, which was a lot. So also today, the main bearings and rod bearings came back from being coated. Give me 1 second and I will get them out and show them to you also. Alright, so here are the main bearings and the rod bearings. Just came back from Swain Tech in, I believe, upstate New York. So that's definitely in New York. So they coated these bearings, and they actually come back better packaged than what you get them when you order them from, you know, Summit or Jegs or anything like that. These are the 3/4 groove bearings. You know, so the oiling groove extends into the bottom bearing, but you can see these are coated with what they call their PMP, I think it is, but it's a dry film lubricant, so which is supposed to extend the life of the bearing. If the engine would ever have an issue where it would starve for oil, which hopefully not, this coating could possibly save the bearings in the crankshaft for a short period of time. So, you know, we hope to not get into a situation like that. These are the rod bearings. Same thing. Rod bearings coated. Very nice. So these are the, in my previous video, these are the 1 under bearings that we're going to use in this engine, the .001 US. So, like I said, they seem to come back packaged better from Swain Tech than when you actually get them from Summit or Jegs. So obviously I just got them today. I haven't unpackaged everything, but that's what Swain Tech does. So very happy with this. I'm hoping to move on to balancing, because our next step here is to get our rods balanced, get our pistons balanced, and set up bob weights so that I can take this crankshaft to the machine shop and have them balance the crank. So once the crank is balanced, we can start putting the short block together, pretty much. So alright, hey, if you like this video, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it.